Good day, fellas. I hope you are ready for your daily dose of skill, and today we are going to see Bobject in action, but not in a simple game, the best game of the year. This is going to be nuts what will happen, at least by the score. Anyways, first things first, this vehicle got nerfed twice, fellas. I'm telling you, twice. The first nerf on the Object 268 version 4 was back in 2018. And Wargaming made a decision to nerf the engine power from 1.5 to 1.350. Maximum speed was nerfed a bit, right? Although the reverse speed. Aiming time, dispersion while moving and whatnot, and most importantly, Wargaming nerfed the armor, the weak spot over there, weak spot over there, weak spot over there. Those are the changes back in 2018, fellas. Can you imagine that? And now moving to the prior day, moving to this year, Object received even more nerfs. Actually, I think I missed some nerf in between, because apparently, at least on the paper, Wargaming nerfed the Object down from 50 kilometers per hour. Anyways, what I'm trying to say this tank went through the 3 nerfing strikes, right? Apparently. And yet, still, this tank is quite loved by the community. Community is rating this vehicle solid 4. And it is still a quite played tank. It is top, if it is top 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It is top 7 tank over past 2 months of playing, right? So let's see what this tank has super special to offer and what this vehicle is all about. By the way, what you are going to see, it is the best game in 2023, and it happened to be that this game is on the nerfed version of the Bobject. So you can imagine how the things are looking like, right? And to be fair with you, speaking about the first version, imagine the tank which can get some speed, ram the E100, and still be super successful and still be healthy. Can you imagine that? That is absolutely insanity, fellas, and it is truly insane. I mean, what can you say about this? Absolutely nothing, right? So yeah, sound is back. Let's see how this beautiful, magnificent bastard will behave. And by the way, this game is... well, you know what? I'm not going to say anything. I do not know how this player is going to play. All I know the score. And I can promise you that score is going to be beautiful. Accuracy is going to be beautiful. And I believe this guy is going to show the dominance, right? So, first things first, very, very, very good matchmaking. We are witnessing the tier 8 dominance in one of the more powerful tier 10 tanks, which been nerfed like 3 times. Nuts, truly nuts. Anyways, what do we want to see? We want to see some beautiful shots. Tier 9 dildo is crossing through the middle. Unfortunately, unlucky for him, Bobject accuracy is shining. By the way, accuracy of this tank is far away from being ideal, but there is some games whenever you are able to hit every and each shot. It doesn't really matter what tank you are playing. You know, you can play the Trashburn, and Trashburn is known for one of the weaker tanks accuracy-wise, and yet still you can hit every and each shot in some games, you know? It's all about the RNG. Meanwhile, TS-54 crossing through the middle, and Bobject is having a dream case scenario here. All he is doing is trying to move left, right, and center, right? So, hopefully enemies won't slap him. And you know what? This guy is going aggressively. This is pretty damn impressive. This is the situation how you are crafting a good score. Pay attention into the map, fellas. He is pretty much alone against the 5 or 6 tanks in this situation. Okay, big boy, okay. That is aggressive. Okay, TS-54 is a bit of the tourist. That's okay, that's understandable. This gentleman knows that you need to raise the gun in order to block your weak spots. That's good. That's very, very good. Tiger, oh yo papa. First miss of the match. It's okay, happens. That was kind of a snapshot, if we can say so. Fellas, I wonder how much is he paying for the paid actors? What do you think? How much is this gentleman paying for a paid actors? I want to have enemies like this. This is what I hear quite often whenever people are tuning in into the stream and whenever we have a successful match. Beautiful accuracy, truly. Object is not as accurate as you can see in this replay or in this video. Believe me, I can promise you that this vehicle is not as accurate. By the way, I think we are looking into very, very, very good player. I think he knows exactly what he is doing, and he is pretty successful at it. Fellas, 4.6 thousand damage in first 3 minutes of the game, and there is still plenty of meat to claim. Meanwhile, he has only 5 hits left, and by the way, this tank kind of asks for a hit spam, to be fair with you, so I do not see anything wrong for people whenever they are fighting against the super heavy tanks and that they are going for a hit ammunition, you know, but that is only me. 6,000 in 3.5 minutes, fellas. This is the pure farm. I mean, cavalry arrived as well, you know, he is not alone anymore, so he can make pressure and he can be super duper hyper turbo successful in it. Meanwhile, the tier 9 dildo, he's trying to aim the shots and he gets it. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Have you seen the reticle of this? The reticle was like a moon, fellas. This is how it was looking like. Okay, slapping E100 left, right, and center. By the way, 7.3 thousand damage. E100 loaded gold as well, not a big surprise, and I believe that's a fair play. He's trying to get a bit more involved, and he is slapping him for another 600 in the face. And now it is Bobjack time to shine. 5 minutes on the timer left. Will he load high explosives? No, he won't. Will he hit the long range shot? Yes, he will. Unfortunate for 4005. I mean, not much what he can do with his probably 10 kilometers per hour backward speed, maybe even slower than that. Yeah, happens. So we are looking into the player who is playing without gold ammunition. Pay attention at the loadout, fellas. 14 standards, 2 high explosives, no gold ammunition whatsoever. Very, very, very impressive stuff. And by the way, I am expecting for some ramming, okay? There is Ergashem somewhere over there. What I would love to see, I would love to see this guy slapping the living crap out of this Ergashem. Okay, he knows what he's doing. He has intuition. He is changing ammunition type every single time whenever he is having a different 887. What is that? Okay. A bit of the high roll with the high explosives. He sent Borshik straight to the garage, and now Leo slapped him and made him down to fartable. 10,000 damage, fellas, and he is not done. He is not done, fellas. What you are seeing the game which is happening once in a year, pretty much, at least in my opinion. It is very, very, very hard to get this kind of luck. Don't get me wrong, this gentleman is doing everything properly and he is playing very, very well. You know, I do not want to make his achievement to look any less, but combinations to get this kind of score is insane. You need to be aggressive. Enemy team needs to be kind of passive. You need to have a longer game as well, because if you are not going to have longer game, you won't be able to pack this type of score. You know, there is a lot of things that goes into line in order to have the game like this. Beautiful shot, ramming action. Come on, big boy. Yeah. I want to report failed ramming attempt, fellas. I want to report failed ramming attempt. attempt. 60 or 80 damage to Minotauro. Unbloody believable. And you know what? Let's see the score. Let's see the score, how this gentleman performed. It is nuts, fellas. So look at this. It is a classy way to get the third mark of excellence. To be fair with you, that's definitely a classy way, right? Meanwhile, we can see that it was a regular battles, right? This is very, very important thing to say. The game was played in early morning of the couple days ago, pretty much, right? And look at this, 12,000 damage, 600 assisting damage, bunch of medals, 1.4 base experience. Look at the hit ratio. 19 shots fired, 18 penetrations out of 18. And yet still he made some profits as well. That's great. And Skill, I have a question. Why are you saying that this game is the one of the best in this patch, or the best in this patch, or in this year? That's a great question to ask. Look, currently we have 2023, right? Pay attention into the damage here, and when it is made. 2019, no bueno. 2021, no bueno. 2022, no bueno. 2019, no bueno. And as you can see, this gentleman has the best performance of 2023. Not by humongous margin, right? But there is some... So yeah, absolutely nuts and absolutely crazy. Fellas, I was feeling like I want to show you something nice. I want to show you something awesome. And I want to show the Bobject in action as well. And I hope you are entertained. I hope I show that this vehicle still can work. And I was sweating so much for playing with this vehicle today. It was a hard session. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. I hope you are entertained, and see you tomorrow. Skill is out for today. Peace.